delighted to be invited back to Huntsville to participate in the dedication of the Alabama Space and Rocket Center.
Your tour guide now is Edward Buckby, director of the Space and Rocket Center.
The tourist can expect an experience that he's never encountered before. This is an action-type exhibit. This exhibit's been designed.
25 years. It's amazing to think that just a little over a quarter of a century ago, all this was an idea just being born. I'm Thad Malden, Executive Director of the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Although I've only been here a short time, I have become acutely aware of the tradition of excellence associated with the center and realize the valuable leadership of the past. Most recently, Joe Moquin did an outstanding job at the helm and tremendously assisted my transition into the office. "1995 was another successful year at the Space Center. Nearly 380,000 visitors to the museum witnessed our several new exhibits, all interactive. And of course, these would not have been possible without the help of our corporate partners. Thanks to the generosity of Boeing, United Technologies, and NASA, the Space Center opened its first theater production, Outpost in Space, the International Space Station. It demonstrates how astronauts will live and work in space. Visitors can then apply this knowledge during the bus tour of NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. The new stopping point at Boeing highlights the space station manufacturing facility. Gold Star LG Electronics added to the museum with the donation of 2 Mission to Mars simulators and 5 Shuttle Adventures computers. Mission to Mars is a motion-based experience, taking passengers from a space station to the Red Planet and back. And Shuttle Adventures explores the features of a shuttle and mission control, as well as astronauts and their missions. Visitors also experience what it's like to be in the pilot's seat, with the addition of 2 Land the Shuttle simulators. Earlier in the year, the Space Dome lobby temporarily housed a Clementine collection. These photographs were just a few of the nearly 2 million images of the moon captured in 1994 by the Clementine spacecraft. At the Space and Rocket Center, there are always special events, especially during the holiday season. The annual lighting of the Saturn I drew the biggest crowd ever and featured caroling by the Huntsville Heritage Chorus. And Apollo 13 Commander Jim Lovell autographed hundreds of copies of his book, Lost Moon. Destiny in Space played for a couple of weeks at Christmas before opening permanently in the spring. And the Rolling Stones made a larger-than-life appearance in the Space Dome Theater with a special showing of Rolling Stones at the Max. The Space and Rocket Center was also the site of a major announcement by the Atlanta Olympic Committee. Coca-Cola and the United Way revealed the Space Center would be visited by the Olympic torch in 1996. Plus, the Discovery Channel premiered the documentary Space Shuttle in the Space Dome Theater. And once again, the Space Camp Training Center served as a location for the annual Children's Miracle Network Telethon. Other special events included the annual Deaf Awareness Day, Boy Scout Day, and Girl Scout Day. 1995 brought almost 18,000 campers through our various Space Camp and Aviation Challenge programs. 76 youngsters received an opportunity to attend Space Camp on our scholarship program, made possible by corporate partners and other businesses. More than $188,000 was generously given this year for scholarships, including $40,000 from TRW, $25,000 from Lockheed Missiles and Space Division, and $106,000 from NASA for the Teachers of the Year and the newly established NASA Space Camp Scholarship Program. That huge gift earned NASA headquarters and Marshall Space Flight Center's educational divisions our Meritorious Educational Leadership Award. Space Camp received a special donation this year, a one-of-a-kind model rocket launch pad from Estes Industries. The elevated structure features launching rods providing a straight liftoff, and the Marshall Space Flight Center offered a collection of shuttle flags representing each orbiter in NASA's fleet. 11 partners in our future once again took time to demonstrate their support during Corporate Partners Weeks. In addition to sharing their roles in space exploration, the companies also taught trainees about magnetic levitation, the internet, even about mixing carbonated beverages and microgravity. Many also took time to speak to trainees during graduation ceremonies. These partners in our future, along with other organizations, also made financial contributions to the center this year in the amount of $170,000, with more than $9,000 received from in-kind services. In fact, Allied Signal committed $100,000 towards Space Camp's Distance Learning Center and gave this $25,000 check as first installment. The Distance Learning Center was recently used by Leadership Alabama, where the National Teacher of the Year, Elaine Griffin, was video conferenced from Alaska. A group of teachers attended a special mini-camp featuring Education Director Dr. Tommy Blackwell. She met them and thousands of teachers while working for Vice President Al Gore last year. Dr. Blackwell developed the curriculum for his GLOBE project, which teaches children around the world to take scientific measurements of the environment to better understand how to protect our planet Earth. During the annual Space Camp for the Blind and Visually Impaired, we had a visit from Elvis, an affectionate name for LVES, the Low Vision Enhancement System. This new technology is a spin-off of NASA technology. 9 companies tested their management skills by tackling our Corporate Academy program. It is designed to help leaders learn more about problem solving and team-working skills. 2-time shuttle astronaut Bob Springer joined each group as a guest speaker. Astronauts are always turning up at Space Camp. Alan Shepard, the first American in space, made a surprise appearance at summer graduation. And 3-time shuttle astronaut Mike Mullane was a guest during the 6th International Space Camp. 23 countries were represented, participating along with America's 50 state teachers of the year. The 8-day program included balloon rides and piloting single-engine planes. Special thanks goes to A1 Rentals, the World of Coke, and the Tennessee Aquarium for their contributions. Many celebrities visited the Space Center and Space Camp. 2 very popular twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, produced a children's video using the Space Camp theme, which also featured Apollo 12 moonwalker Alan Bean. We were also visited by Elizabeth Andre, the 1995 Miss Teenage America, the reigning Miss Arkansas, Beth Ann Rankin, National Boy Scout hero Greg Bredfauer, even boxing great Evander Holyfield, who attended his son's graduation ceremony, and young actor Austin O'Brien from the movie Last Action Hero, who attended Space Academy Level 2. To increase the local community's knowledge about Aviation Challenge, an open house was held, bringing hundreds out to test their skills at flying high-performance simulators. Land and water survival activities were strengthened this year. Under the leadership of retired military personnel, trainees learned even more about finding food, water, and shelter sources in the wild, as well as escape and evasion tactics. Marketing and media attention took a new focus this year under the leadership of Marketing Director Gene Pender. A new advertising agency was hired, Austin Kelly of Atlanta, and promotional events took on a national twist. Media attention focused on the 25th anniversary of the center, stories spurred by the movie Apollo 13, and of course, Space Camp programs. Even the Hardy Boys used Space Camp as a setting for a new book titled Mission Mayhem. On the broadcast side, national and international crews continued to flock to Space Camp, such as Great Britain's BBC, TV Asahi of Japan, and the Discovery Channel. The U.S. Space Camp Foundation's latest licensee, Space Camp Canada, opened in Laval in January, while an agreement was reached with the city of Bremen for a space camp in Germany. And Italy continues to prepare for its space camp to open in Naples in 1997. Meanwhile, Space Camp Japan graduated about 30,000 trainees in both the 2-day and 3-day programs, and Eurospace Camp in Belgium graduated about 4,000 trainees. Space Camp Florida graduated about 5,000, plus 1,500 parent-child trainees, and began construction on a new dormitory and cafeteria. Trainees and visitors to the Astronauts Hall of Fame also got to experience 2 new simulators, the 3D 360, offering a new dimension in space simulation, and the virtual zero-G wall, transporting future astronauts to a computerized world without gravity. 1995 had the potential of being a rocky year, but with the extra effort by Joe, the board, and the generosity of the foundation, we held our ground, showing a net income of $42,000 on revenue of $22.6 million. And we are ready to forge together into the future. Transporting our customers into the future is as much our responsibility as it is to help them explore and understand the past. Our strategic planning process is well underway. We have started discussions with Bill Ross, co-author of Make It So, Leadership Lessons from Star Trek: The Next Generation, on a possible new series of leadership and team-building camps. We are also planning for a new expansion to the facility and incorporation of new technologies into our program. We have recently formed the U.S. Space and Rocket Center Advisory Committee. This group of leaders from many walks of life will help us in meeting the challenges of capturing the imagination of children of all ages and preparing them for a world full of adventure and high technology. And that's just where we'll be going, with your help in the next 25 years. We hope you'll join us on this journey.